It has been a Monday night, and you know what that means. Maku is your champion, and this is Backyard Gauntlet 5 Monday Night Rollback, Year 2, Week 10. I'm your host, Reinhardt, also known as Jamie, and I'm here with...
Weirdling, or Jumbo.
I really thought that was going to be... Women!
So we recently discovered that when Potemkin does his grab, it sounds like he's saying women. And we're just memeing the fuck out of this now.
Already primed for the meme, just because your name begins with a W.
So, yeah, I mean, this was a bracket. Oh, it's not a bracket. It is a bracket.
This was a bracket.
It was a bracket, yeah. So this was the one bracket where I was just like, okay, before it actually goes down, I'm going to sit down and grind this game because I've not done it in a while, because I've been like playing KI and being distracted with other games, also trying to work on what we will mention later. And I finally had this like inner confidence that, okay, I know how to play this game, and I had enough experience that I can just go into this bracket going like, yeah, I'm not going to be in the bottom bitch, or at least I'm not going to finish in a mediocre place. I'm going to push through, see how far I can get. So to me, this was a pretty good week in terms of like headspace.
Let's go in with the strong mental.
Yes, my mental is strong.
The strongest.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure if it was the strongest, but it was pretty decent at the time, so I was quite happy with it. And yeah, this was a weekend when there was no local, so I actually had like all the time in the world on Sunday as well to practice. So yeah, it was good.
I miss the season where we were having a lot of tournaments. Not even because, oh man, I miss going to tournaments. But we're coming to the commentary each week, and we get to the intro, and there's not much to talk about because not much has happened.
I mean, yeah, but it's such is the nature of the early year, because everybody's recovering from Christmas and all that stuff, and none of the scenes have actually like activated yet. If that's the right way to put it.
Yeah, they're starting to thaw out from the ice. There's a Strive tournament at the start of March. It rushed in Edinburgh. Edinburgh 2 was announced for May, but that's still a bit of time away.
I mean, there's the time of this recording, which is the 20th, even though the event, like this video was recorded on the 16th, but we're doing the commentary the 20th. So as of the time of this recording, tomorrow it's going to be a small bracket of Gazerd, because it just got the official rollback. So I guess the tournament season is kind of starting, but it's really just a small one. And it's like an EU only, so it was like advertised as like EU only, but I think like about half the bracket is the Edinburgh scene and us. So it's like...
Us, asterisk, Case of Chaos and Weirdling only.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could have joined, but... I think Senpuu would be okay.
I think Senpuu would be okay.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not doing it.
Laziness,
I guess. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like, there's nothing else we can say at the moment, apart from if you want to like hint at what's coming.
Absolutely, you should keep your eyes peeled on your YouTube subscription feed this coming Monday, as that's when we're likely announcing our next event.
Yay!
So there'll be a shiny reel detailing all the matches to come.
Yes,
and whatever this event may be,
and all of the editing nightmare that comes the week after. Yay! But keep your eyes open. There's most likely Monday. There's a slim chance it's gonna happen on Sunday, but yeah, Monday is more likely.
Most likely Monday. Actually putting out a video on a Monday.
I know. Which is not related to a Monday night or a Monday event for that matter, so it's funny.
I can never say it's Monday night and you know what that means, because when we do this, it's never Monday night, because we're not that goddamn efficient. It's just not happening.
I mean, unless we stream this, yeah.
Yeah, unless the commentary was live, then absolutely no way.
Yeah. Which is something that we might consider in the future, but for now, we stick with this.
Yeah, but you can look forward to the announcement of another opportunity to see us fanning around on camera and listen to me announcing things in the dark
Nice.
on our upcoming event.
With some cool lights, because the lights are always different. It's all about the looks of people.
I had thought about trying to acquire some kind of small light that wouldn't interfere with our projector to illuminate me somewhat, but at this point in time, it's probably a bit too late.
I mean, I could just use the ring light.
I would try that.
Yeah, I could do it.
There you
It
go.
would kind of interfere, but I think we could position it
We
in a
could
way.
probably position it where
Yeah.
like you can still see the screen, but I'm not just a silhouette yelling into the darkness.
Yeah, we'll try and figure that out.
There's some
Right.
behind the scenes for you guys.
I like it how we're doing commentary. We're actually like brainstorming about the event, so this is great. This is not what this is supposed to be. Okay, so yeah, so going back to what is actually happening right now is the bracket. So, as always, it is the spoon holder that gets to decide the bracket, which means that he who holds the spoon decides his first opponent, and whoever is not fighting him are on the other side. And the top two players from last week are in the second round of the bracket, so it's pretty self-explanatory from here. And also, like, at the end of the game, whoever is the two worst performing players fight for the spoon as a pseudo losers bracket, I believe. That's the right way to put it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it was Case of Chaos? No?
Yeah.
It was,
Kiss
it was
Chaos decided the bracket once again this week.
him. Right, so he decided to go against
Senpuu.
Senpuu. And
Yes.
that means that it was me and Cykamancer on the other end. And since he goes against, was it going to be... Oh, I don't have the bracket in front of my head.
Okay, let me lay it out.
Okay, go for it.
So, the first match this evening will be Weirdling versus Cykamancer.
Right.
On the following match, as selected by our spoon holder Case of Chaos, will be Senpuu versus Case of Chaos. Case of Chaos decided that he wanted to try to take on myself in the second round, so that's why he's the second match, 'cause positioning in bracket. Or is he the first? Fuck! Either way, Case of Chaos decided he wanted to fight me in the next round, so that's the way the bracket's laid out.
I like how we always talk about the bracket before it actually comes up on screen, so it would be
there'll
much
be a
easier.
graphic
to do.
soon.
Yeah, it's gonna come up. Let's just fucking go.
You'll see it. Pay attention to the screen.
Yeah, let's rock.
Right, play the theme. Let's do this. Let's fucking rock. I gotta stop swearing on camera. Speaking of a bracket graphic, here it is.
Yay, we can finally see what we're talking about.
Rather than guessing around in the dark.
So yeah, it's gonna be me against Cykamancer first. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your first match this evening. It is the Prince of Parry versus the bag-headed bathroom destroyer of the BGF. It is Weirdling versus Cykamancer!
I think we're kind of like settling at this point what my title is, because I've been Queen of Perry, I've been Prince of Perry, I've been Princess of Perry. So at this point, any kind of sovereign will do.
It was just one of the commentaries. I think Case of Chaos called you the Queen of Parry, so I decided to roll with that for the ring intro that week.
Yeah, it's just like I that's fine as long as it's a Perry and some sort of sovereign. I'm fine.
Ruling over the Parries worldwide.
So when we sat down playing this game, I was just like, oh yeah, we don't really play together all that much. Because every time it's like he's either like on the other side of the bracket, or by the time we would come across each other, I drop. So it was a nice fresh start. Also, like it's good practice for me because I really need to make sure that I play against the fast properly, because Rudy's Bogus is still out there and he's my nemesis and he needs to be beaten by me at some point.
Man, that was a spicy ass come from Cykamancer, and then the mini Faust saving you from being punished on the block super.
Yeah, when that happened, I was like, nice. You basically just like set me up to not get punished for that. Nice. The jump D for that's not the jump D. The jump spinny shit, whatever
Whatever
button
button
that
that is.
is. Yeah, that is like There's nothing I can do with it air to air, like absolutely nothing.
We're civilized human beings. We don't play Faust. We don't always love that.
I actually did play Faust a bit in the beginning because I really like the character.
It's hard to imagine you playing characters tossing out just all bullshit.
No, I like the random stuff. Like, RNG is my second favorite thing after parry.
Ah! RNG is my antithesis.
Nice.
So that probably comes from being a card game player as well.
Yeah, like when I play card games, I like to go RNG. But like whenever I can roll a dice, I will.
You're a monster.
Flip a coin, roll the dice, all that kind of shit. Yes.
Choreographically, you get to play rock paper scissors all the time.
Yeah, but with parries, it's always like, are you going to press a button or are you going to not press a button or delay a button? Oh, grab me. It's just me predicting what you're gonna do. That's the fun of it.
Ah, beautiful. Dives right into his own bomb as you block all of it.
Oh, I'm getting the throw again.
Time for a haircut.
So I was actually gonna parry this, but he delayed, and I was like, nice. Well, because Viking's the only character who can deal with this shit, so he needs to delay for me to whip the parry. I was ready for that one.
That says get off me. Throws at the mini Faust. Hopefully it doesn't betray him.
No, not this time. The amount of mini Faust he gets is ridiculous.
It's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it's like every second item drop is mini Faust. Or the trumpet. Nice tether combo, dude.
Tether keeping the pressure on hot there for Cykamancer.
I like it when I throw the... Well, a tether is one of the biggest gambles. Because if the opponent knows how to deal with that, then you're pretty much doomed if you lose your turn.
Yeah, like it starts as Viking's turn when it connects, but if they can somehow slip out and take a turn themselves, they can get massive damage.
Yeah,
Or the mini Faust actually back into Cykamancer up this time.
it happens sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like I always say, like if you're playing Faust and half your shit doesn't hurt you, then you're doing it wrong. I also despise the hurt boxes in Faust because he's really long but thin. So you can just low profile everything, and sometimes when I hit him in the air it's like the things just don't connect because his hurt box is just so weird.
Yeah, Faust ultimately low profiles a large majority of my game set, and it's rough when you forget about it.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened actually on Monday night. I didn't see the mini Faust until the last moment.
Okay.
It was hidden amongst like the smoke from the bomb and stuff.
Oh, that's so well timed.
Ah, very nice. Like, you get to do some sick shit as Faust, but it really is on a dice roll. Like, you get to do the sick stuff right now.
I need to get better with the holding down before I do the advancement. Yeah, that happens.
I love it when somebody eats the 100-ton weight in midair and she gets swatted at you.
As soon as he throws that or the hammer, I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah. Because I'm always there for it, so it's very likely that it's gonna get me.
I often eat the hammer when it gets thrown in. I'm like, aha, Mega Fist! Oh, bonk.
I like how he just like teleported in my face, then PRC'd back, and the gun was already in his face. I don't know why this combo works on everyone, but literally there's no one in the world that I played against who hasn't eaten that combo. Like I jump in on you, kick you, and then do a dust, and you're just gonna sit there and wait until it hits you.
Got a lot worse at reacting to dust lately. I'm always like a frame or two too late to stand up when I see it blow.
Oh, I usually parry it, and I'm usually too early, so yeah.
Delays that seems about the parry, but delays so long that a button doesn't come out. And then ultimately dies.
And check out the Afro Samurai.
I don't remember Afro Samurai being white.
Well, she still had the Afro though. Well, Vikings are white, she's
She's not
Japanese.
white, but she's anime Japanese.
Yeah, which is pretty much like a slightly more yellow-white version. Yeah, I'm not as good at playing the pawn game.
I always lose the pawn game. Like, even if I successfully hit it back, it'll always end up back to me before it explodes.
Yeah.
But like, I think different characters have different levels of ease in actually pinging the bomb back.
I think it's mostly kicks that pick up.
Yeah, like, I think I have... I suppose, yeah. I have 4 moves that'll send it back, but 2 of them are kick buttons.
Yeah.
If it's too close to me and I do a 2P, it doesn't give a shit, and the 2P just completely misses.
Yeah, so I cannot hit it with my 2S either. I actually need to like do 2K because everything else just misses. Or maybe 2D.
I was definitely surprised by that interaction during Monday night, where Cykamancer throws the jump and slash, but Zansen beats it out. Like, I really thought the slash was going to win out there, because it seemed like it started up first and everything. Zansen is monstrously huge.
I mean, it's quite big, especially if you extend your hurdles.
I can't actually think of a move that covers more screen space than Zansen. It just doesn't cover all of the screen space at the same time.
Well, Nago's 2H is pretty fucking good.
It's pretty big.
But it doesn't hit your back, so I guess I don't know. Arguably quite big, yeah.
Super.
Yeah, he was blocking that. I was just hoping that he would go Anga and I could just capitalize on it.
He's got that inbuilt grappler patience. Doing grapplers for many years. But
Oh,
he's giving away the command grab to roll some dice.
That's not true. He's doing command grab all the time.
That's true.
I think that's why he picked Faust. Although he played Nago for like 1 week, and Nago also has a decent command grab.
Nago's the best grappler in the game. Like, the unseeable strike throw mix.
Yes.
Damn.
This like
Just you wait till my match and there'll be shit tons of women flying around the place.
This actually, like, this was the rollback where this whole thing just started, because I think it was Mako who said that, oh yeah, Potemkin, when he grabs you with his regular grab, he just says,
Proceed to hit the first regular grab I do at rollback, and he says the line.
And we just all pissed ourselves. So ever since it's been the top meme. Oh, he's won now.
Oh, he's
he
got the burst. I was
He-
watching that on Monday and I could see it filling up, and it was almost like he pressed burst before he got it, and then
Yeah, I mean, it might have been like 1 frame when it filled up, but I couldn't even stop it.
like, you know, you don't even see burst bar going like full, and he's already bursting.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it doesn't save him, and Weirdling goes up over Cykamancer 3-1, and will be advancing to the next round to fight Maku.
Oh yay! I'm looking forward to this food truck.
But jump S, jump H action.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do with Kai air to air that beats him. Like, if he goes jump S, no,
No.
that's just not happening. The only thing I can do is block.
Blocking, what's that? I
I know.
only parry.
But that's the thing. Like in Exard, I can actually do that. If I jump and I expect you to be aggressive, I just parry in the air, and if you hit me, I have a follow up, which is great. In this game, that's not an option. So, well, I'm just gonna have to live with it. But I'm through anyway, so it's pretty good. So
Definitely not going to the spoon game. The spoon game is determined by the results of the first match you play,
yes,
which is how the previous week's first and second can end up in the spoon game,
yeah,
despite
because
having a bye.
because the buy we don't count the buys as wins.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
just,
the reason.
yeah, it's not counted as a win. It's just you have one less game to play to make it to the belt.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a, you did well. Here's a reward.
Yeah, it's like a you basically win the previous week to get the privilege of playing less. So the objective of this bracket is to play the least amount of gear to get and win.
You get the minimum amount of practice on a Monday night.
Yes.
Play as little games as possible. Take that gold. Flex.
Yeah. So after this is going to be
The Unga Bunga Bros.
the Anga Bros. So Yeah, let's get into that.
Yeah, coming right up. Senpuu Suzanne versus Case of Chaos.
So match 2 of round 1 is the Unger Bros, the two Leos against each other. The Silverback Challenge Light,
Diet Silverback Challenge.
which is also something that's gonna happen soon. Wink. From up, down, left and right, you know who it is. From the depths of your heart, wherever you are, Senpuu, Case of Chaos!
Just mash them together.
I was like, how can I jump in between the two without making too much sense, but I ended up making a bit of sense, so kind of failed on that one.
So this potential Silverback challenge that might be happening, it's going to be brutal if Senpuu wins, because it took me a good couple of weeks to adjust to calling Case of Chaos the Silverback, and then if Senpuu wins, we've got to switch back again. It's going to be a nightmare.
I mean, such is the nature of a competition every 6 months. Oh, nice parry. I can appreciate a good parry.
It's almost like you're a prince of them or something.
It's almost like that's the whole reason I play fighting games for.
I don't want to call that a panic DP. I think he's expected Case of Chaos to be less patient than that. Gets a parry of his own.
Usually when these two play, it's always like who gets the DP first, but this particular round just has more parries than anything. Button, and then immediately follow up.
I have no idea what you pressed.
Something. Probably jab. He's been hot on the jab recently. Oh, that's not nice.
Again, I think just expecting Case of Chaos to play much more aggressively, despite the man having like trademark patience.
No, that's the thing. Whenever Case of Chaos is going full Unger, he always eats it. But when he's like unexpectedly calm, that's when shit goes just his way. Like that. If he didn't go for the grab or did anything else, it would have been great. Oh yeah, I remember I asked Senpuu if he meant this up dash Roman cancel, and he said that he didn't. But I thought it was gonna be some big brain shit.
No, I just fucked it here.
Yeah, I was just like, I was like, did you mean that up RC? He was like, no. I was like, yeah, okay, cool.
I am supposed to be doing that post buster. It makes it a lot more burst safe, but my small glue brain doesn't remember to do it. But actually, it's one of those things where it's like there is uses for it, but they're kind of niche and it's hard to like, figure out what they actually are.
In my current playstyle, there's only one situation where I would want to use an up red RC, and that's if I parry you in the corner when I'm in the corner, because then I can just lift you up and I can jump under you and get a full wall combo and then break the wall with you, which doesn't work on Potemkin out of everyone in the cast. That's great.
Ironically, because he is so large,
Yeah.
that you're supposed to whip a move, I think.
Yeah,
Potemkin's so big it connects.
Yeah, I need to like do like a jump heavy save jump, because that gets me that basically lets me jump before I could normally. And as I'm dashing out and hitting the jump heavy, I'm hitting you on the way, so I just cannot do it.
One time being so large is advantageous. I discovered earlier today that the Testament throws the upwards Grave Reaper, and if I crouch under the Grave Reaper but then stand up, I'm so tall that I stand back up into its hitbox, which is brutal.
Nice. Case of Chaos getting the edge.
Try to bring it back on the Senpuu here.
I'm thinking that there's a good chance, like River City Goes 2 and all that, kind of like softly hinting that Gem might be the next DLC character. Like this Silverback challenge might be the last, if that happens.
Once Jam comes out, it's kind of weird, and despite Senpuu wanting Jam for all these months, goes, nah, fuck that.
And yeah, it's like Senpuu always going like, oh yeah, I want my Chinese character, and then every time he could pick a Chinese character, he just like it. Especially, it was funny in Tekken, because Tekken has like, what, like 5, 7 Chinese characters, like quite a few. And then he picked Kunimitsu as Japanese.
I'm quite surprised he picked Kunimitsu, because typically in the past, Senpuu has played either... Oh god, I can't remember what the fuck stupid stuff I was saying what it was. Either picked Horan or Zhao Yu. Is that right?
Well, Zhao Yu is Chinese, so yeah.
Yeah, like those are the two characters he typically plays, and then we're practicing Tekken 7 and man's picking Kunimitsu.
Yeah. Which is annoying because she has a lot of knife attacks and knife attacks cannot be parried, so I'm really pissed off.
I wasn't going to play King, and then Maku bullied me into playing King.
Well, if you're the grappler guy, then go with the flow, play the grappler.
I had initially planned to play Marduk, because he's still got a lot of grapple games going on, but I feel like, having played them, my experience with Tekken is not enough to be able to effectively play him. Like, a lot of really slow normals, and like I think the size of him, like just how sheerly big he is, makes him punishable in a lot of situations where other characters may not be. I was like, okay, if I want to do this, I need more experience in Tekken in general. So I'm just going to fucking throw out wrestling moves instead.
Yay.
Shining Wizard is cool as fuck, man.
Oh.
Speaking of wrestling moves, Senpuu with the power bomb. In case of Chaos 2 in the corner. We're doing that thing we do where we just talk and there's a match going on, but we're not really saying a lot of stuff in regards to the actual match.
I mean, it's way worse when it's me and Case of Chaos. With you, it's like you tend to have the presence of mind to just get back into what's happening. And Senpuu is even better because he just interrupts and just addresses something that happens, which is also good because it's actually bringing back the attention to the game.
I should probably interrupt more. I usually wait on the current sentence ending before I go, oh yeah, so this was a good thing.
I like how they did like a double purple RC, and it was just a matter of who presses a button first. Or who presses the faster button now.
Classic. Senpuu jumps in, move doesn't work, and again, and then just goes, fuck it, DP. Miss time back to the cave.
There we go, he's a grappler.
Everyone's coming from our gimmick. Catches him out there. Must be super. Is it a wall break? Yes, it is indeed a wall break. Or knocked down after the wall break. Oh, if that be charged, that would mean I'll launch.
I also like how the one thing that Case of Chaos took ages to pick up is that when you knock down the opponent into this like rolling bed, like you can actually wait until they get to the wall and then throw out the super.
Yeah, you've got a bit of time.
Because they used to just like throw the super like immediately, and obviously that was like not optimal.
Yeah, like it's fine, but if you can delay just a little bit and not roll to the wall, you can get wall break damage, the hard knockdown OP.
Yeah.
It's just a much better situation.
Positive bonus. Oh, that's I think he's. Oh no, he's
yeah.
been.
I thought we were too far away there, but no.
Yeah.
That is a messed up DP. PRC seems so safe, but Case of Chaos with the 2P says no, get off of me, so we're going to round 3.
This is looking good for Case of Chaos. I mean, he's been a spoon holder for like
2 weeks.
Yeah, I think so. Like recently, like ever since Maku and Cykamancer joined, it's like they have been like dominating, like properly like shafting us.
They've upset the power balance of the BGF, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean you have always been like statistically on the top because it was always like you were the person who needed to be beat. But in the recent weeks, like passing the torch between
keep talking.
Passing the torch between you and Maku is just like it's turning into like almost like a duel.
It's replaced the me versus you of year 1. It's the standby match.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking to reclaim that because, you know, I still believe I have it in me.
Weirdling's looking to reclaim the safe match, and Case Chaos is out here claiming the match himself, going 3-1 up over Senpuu versus Zan.
So he's safe from the spoon.
I'm sure that's a weight off his mind.
Yeah, like every time he comes to the rollback, he's like, "Oh no, I don't want the spoon, guys! God damn it, I have the spoon again." It's like I was like, if that's your mindset, you're gonna get the spoon again because you're stressing on it.
Yeah, like
Go with the flow, man.
when we were in the run up to the 1 year anniversary and I still hadn't had the spoon, that's when I started to think about it more.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it to the 1 year before I got it, and then I ended up getting it twice in the 4 weeks before we hit our 1 year anniversary.
And one of them was fucking Maku give it to you as well.
Yeah,
Because it was just like, he got into the bottom bitch match and it was you as well and he just fucking won.
I think the Maku versus myself matchup is a matchup of like years of fighting game experience versus like specialized Guilty Gear strive,
Yeah,
essentially.
pretty much.
I'm sure I was going to say something else, but it's escaped my brain.
That's fine. That would be round 1.
This concludes round 1 of the Champions Bracket.
So, yeah, which means that currently, we don't know who's going to be in the bottom which match because we still have 2 matches to see. So yeah, so currently don't know who's going to be in the bottom bitch match, but we're going to find out soon. So let's get into round 2.
Yeah, come up next, round 2, match 1. Weirdling versus Maku.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Let's see if you can beat last week's champion.
I'll try.
Let's rock. Round 2 begins now. It's the champion from last week, Maku, takes on the Prince of Parry himself. Let's see how this goes.
Oh yeah. Let's count the amount of parries I can actually land. At least one. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your BGF World Champion. He is the young buck of the BGF.
No!
He doesn't lose, he just gets jobbed. It's Maku!
It's so much better to be like in the second round because then you get a full intro.
Get a full intro.
Yeah. I guess that's one of the privileges of getting the bye.
I must say though, with the new format, introducing 2, like compared to the old style we used to do, introducing 2 competitors for each of the first matches feels a lot more like a wrestling match.
Okay, well, makes sense.
Maku come flying over here this time.
Yeah, I was just like, I just expected the scum differ like on every occasion he would get, and I still got them. I was just like, come on, I know it's coming.
I hate that. When you're like ready for a move, you know it's going to happen, and then eat it anyway. Even though you're watching for it.
Yeah, but the problem is that I'm really trying to parry it, but it's a 5-frame move, and my parries are for 5 frames. So I need to read it and also press it at the right time, because if I preemptively do it, he's still going to get it because my parries are for 6 frames.
I think I incidentally, just to the nature of my character, have the strongest punish against Scum Dipper because if it's blocked, he's right in buster range.
Okay.
And it's fast enough that it will catch him in his recovery.
Okay.
Speedy game 1 from the champion.
Yeah, I was just like, come on, I know I can beat Mako, I've done it before. And I was the only one who could like cause him like significant damage in KI as well on the tournament, so I was like, that's fine, I can do this. I expected a wall break, yeah, but it didn't happen. That's always annoying because you kind of want that positive bonus.
Especially because if I can string so many moves together, the positive bonus really adds up.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, if I go for the follow up there, he's definitely gonna fuck me up, so I wasn't gonna do it. Nice.
PRC and a DP.
Whenever I do the cannon to create distance, but they cross me up, that's the worst position to be in, because I'm like, hey, do you want to punish me? Here I come.
Catch me, catch me.
So far, I haven't landed a single parry in this match.
Disappointing.
And again, this works. Every single time this works, I'm so surprised. That's a decent air combo, probably the highest damage I can do.
I feel like it's probably like a mental stack thing, where in those situations they're looking for the high-low mix between 2K and you dancing. So although the dust is a high, like it's not what they're looking for. So there's a bit extra delay in reacting to it.
Yeah, that's probably why it actually works. It's completely fun. I really hate it when I expect him to come in and I do a wake up parry and it's fucking projectile.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
Exactly.
Might be trying some new air stuff from Jump B.
Oh, I'm in the mix again. Yeah, that was not meant to be Escobar, that was meant to be Vincent, but I missed the PK.
Fortunately, we might be able to punish the super and go 2 up here. It's looking rough, buddy.
I know. Well, the thing is that my mental at this point is just not broken because I know that I can beat him. It's just I need to switch it up a bit.
Let me burst these dippers.
Whatever works. Still haven't landed a parry. Those fucking jump slashes.
Oh, yeah, it just waits for the super. I was wondering why he just sort of stopped for a moment, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, this combo was going for earlier, and that is styling. Not a kill. But it's high guts keeping you alive.
Yeah, just got sniped. He's a zoner. I think
it's so hard to deal with when Kai's switching to this mode.
I hate short term.
Weirdling fighting for his life here. He is defeated once more, he is eliminated.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay, tether's on. I mustn't let him do a scumby for a minute. So I'm just like crouch blocking like crazy and I'm trying to like poke as much as I can. Oh, I'm misjudging the fucking distance there. I'm really trying to get like a stray counter hit so I can get like a proper wall break combo that does like 60% damage.
That looks like a kill. Yeah, that's got wall break as well. I think wall break down was actually needed to get the kill there. I'm not exactly sure how the cinematic kill camera works in regards to if that last hit killed or
Oh no, it does wall break anyway, even if it would have killed him. Just throwing out the dust just in case he jumps into it.
If I can hear building the house, there's so much flooring going down. Ooh, Zancy.
Yeah, I don't do the cross-up all that often, but when I do, it tends to catch people off guard.
I think because you used to do it a fair amount and people are punishing you for it, so you stop doing it. But since you stopped doing it so much, no one's ever ready for it anymore.
Well, I tend to not follow up in general. I only follow up when I'm positive that I can get a hit, and if I misjudge that, then I'm fucked.
Gun, lifts the gun. Tries to jump, I think. Gets caught in the legs. What's that? Is that the intro theme playing in the background? It's a comeback.
Reverse 3-0, here we go.
It's time for the anime moment. He's got up off the ground. He's not going to give up. His blood is blazing.
I'm getting my flashback with my father saying, "Remember, son, dying is gay."
Memories of fuck knows where in Hungary. Flood your mind. Just now, dodging the 6p there with an extra jump. Oh.
Always getting panicky with the DPs.
Yeah, I don't know what I expected with that DP. It didn't look like there was much in Back's toolkit that I could have caught at that time window.
I mean, I could have jumped. If I jump and dash in, that would have worked. Which I do quite often, so it was a fair assumption. Oh, it's 60
Lifetime
again.
forbidden one.
That,
Oh, there we go! It's the first parry of the match!
not only the first parry, but I also backdashed the scum dipper just before that, which was a complete accident because I didn't think it was going to be Scum Dipper, but it was.
Oh, I hate that setup in the corner with every projectile. Like, I have the flick, and I have time to flick, but there's fear. I've got to overcome the fear to actually do the flick in time.
If a guy comes up to me and does the OK with the charge projectile, and he's close enough, if I have meter, he's fucked.
Yeah.
Because I just tend to do in his face.
Imagine having a meter reversal.
Yes. It's good shit.
The thing I actually want right now, which I don't have, is not a mutant reversal. I just want a jump move that actually has zero recovery when you hit the ground. I realise most of the cast have a move like that, but I
We don't have a safe jump.
no. Well, no, I do have safe jump setups, but there is no move where I don't have some degree of recovery.
Okay.
Like, the comeback is real. Let's go. It's 2-2.
I'm not dying on. I'm not. Well, I'm either dying on this hill or fucking carrying on.
I've just noticed that there's generally at least one jump normal per character. I block the jump normal and go for the throw, much like you see me do mate and rollback. It will not work because they have no recovery and they can just hit me or get out of there. And the amount of time block stun plus the start throw combined.
I mean, in some situations when I do use Unsend, I can tech your throw. I think it depends on your. Yeah, it depends on how high I do the Unsend.
Because it's. I don't know if it's ever negative, but how plus it is depending on how high you are.
Yeah. Oh, second save. It didn't kill, but I had the meter. All I needed.
Yo, Maku now. Well, you're on match point. Maku fighting for his life. The anime OP is playing in the background. You can't hear it, but I swear it's there.
I also managed to aggro him before he aggroed me, so this is clearly my game now. And then he does the jump slide bullshit, so I can every time I jump him. Yeah. That was definitely good.
Trying for the style, but drops it.
That jump back and the family, that was a mistake. I was gonna jump after him and then put that.
Oh, it just runs up and slashes.
So what I tried to do here is after the projectile I just wanted to parry, but I was still in hit stun. Or block stun rather, so I just ate the hit like that.
Yeah, the block stun ate the parry into it.
Yeah.
So you just end up getting nothing. Down to the wire.
Yeah, when this combo was happening to me, I was like, oh my god, I really need to get my shit together on this.
Capture the projectile as well. Weirdling in danger. Thankfully, 4 guts value kicking in here.
I'm really like at this point I was just like I need to get a fucking tether on him because then I have the potential to just absolutely nail him.
Maku with burst on deck as well in this situation. Ooh, catch him with the super.
He's 6 me in the face, but I had the super. That's the tether.
Go burst was a little questionable there. I don't know what he was gunning for. Maybe he thought you were just going to run up. Snatch full meter. Oh, and the OTG takes the match. I told you that Anime OP was playing. Weirdling makes a 3-0 comeback, avoiding his own curse, where he normally gets 3-0 comeback to advance to the finals. Maku not in the finals for the first time in 2-3 weeks. Some shit
at
like
least
that.
2, yeah. Nice.
Good
So-
shit by Tempkin.
Gabriel, I fucking done it. So, yeah, like I've not been in the finals for like a long time, so this is like fucking yes. So that puts Maku in the potential of being in the bottom bitchy match. But oh no, it does. No, because he got 2 games.
He got
already,
2
so-
wins.
Yeah. Okay.
So based on the maths, it still is currently looking like Senpuu and Cykamancer in the final in the spoon game.
Yeah.
But there's still one more potential entrant to the spoon match.
Which is you.
Oh, brave little case of chaos, deciding he was gonna face me next.
I mean, it's always a toss-up because he can actually like mess you up really bad if he goes like full chaos mode.
You can, Well, I think me and him talked about this a couple of weeks ago. And as long as we've been doing Rollback, we're not sure if he's ever defeated me at a Rollback.
Well, he must have, because he has been champion.
But he could have been champion by me losing to the champion and him defeating the champion. So I can't verify that, but we're under the impression he may not have ever actually managed to defeat me on an episode of Monday Night Raw.
I think you have lost to him like at least 2 times.
I feel
But
like I've lost him in the spoon game, but I can't say for sure.
no, because when you got the spoon,
Oh yeah.
wasn't he champ? When you got the spoon.
Yes. I don't know who was actually champion that week going into that though. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't remember. But this is why we have the videos. We can always go back and watch it. But yeah, so it's gonna be you and Case of Chaos next. So
Can he escape the grasp of my buster? Find out soon. Next. Very fast.
Right now. Now. Right fucking now. Let's go.
Contact!
There we are. It's yourself against the Case of Chaos.
The last match of round 2.
Yeah, let's see who gets to the finals. It would be absolutely devastating to see me and Case of Chaos in the finals, because I don't think that ever happened.
That'd be good.
It would be good. Is it the window? Is it the wall? Fuck, it is the wall. God damn it.
You finally made the mistake again.
I was so focused on not making the mistake that I ended up making it. So, yes, it's Rhino.
I'll tell you what I was thinking going into this match. He's gonna jump. No other thought. He's gonna jump.
My plans, as far as I can tell, is that I predicted jump as the first move.
Look at that.
And he did jump.
It's because a lot of the time lately, the opening has been I press 2P, Case Chaos jumps over it, I autopilot in 6K, goes under him, and it hits me with an aerial. So this time, he's gonna jump, brother.
Yeah, like, ever since Potemkin got this buff on Hammerfall, I really struggle to deal with his shit. Because if Hammerfall is happening, like, I just have to respect it. There's nothing I can do. I either have to block it, grab it, or parry when it hits me. But it usually starts coming out when I'm already in the air. So if I press the button, I'm dead.
I can now interact with you at round start without being frame perfect.
Yes, which is annoying. Because I already have to deal with you predicting what my first move is going to be. Oh, the cheeky jab.
That was good.
It was good.
Kicked me in the leg, good there. You think with all the time I spent playing against these leaders, I'd be better at blocking the long range 2G. There we are.
No. Yeah, this is like
that shit.
There we go. Yeah, some of the stuff, like some of the basic shit that you eat all the time, really reinforces the idea that you kind of get carried by the high damage of Potemkin. Because it's like, all you need to do is guess right 2 times, or maybe 3 times, and you win.
Yeah, I've got the worst raid data in the game, I've got the worst neutral in the game, but
You have the highest damage.
And think, I can't even do the truly high damage stuff.
But a roll heavenly takes away like 2/3 of my health bar, so I wouldn't worry about that with that.
So, fucked up Carabuster, that one.
Yeah, whenever you do like a 6K, I'm wondering if that's on purpose or you just fucked up a Cara.
It's almost always a fucked up Cara.
But the thing is that sometimes it works. Because I just never expect a 6K to come out.
Like, that button is in contention for the worst button in the game. So it exists purely to be Cara casting. The only thing it's got going for it is the level 4 box stuff.
But it doesn't wall bounce?
It does too. But
yeah, okay, so you can just wall bounce me.
it's like 20 frames of startup and like 22 frames of recovery or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you can special cancel it.
Yeah, that's true.
So So that's why you can wall bounce and then just do any fucking special you want. Seeing Potemkin powerbomb is always funny because it's so massive.
Stupid not getting the 2H buff. Stupid Ram.
What I found interesting is that you did 3 back Mega Fists and you managed to score a hit on the first one. Sorry, the third one.
Yeah, he's not going to be dumb enough to do it again, right? Sometimes it works, like, that was definitely a fun carry. Sometimes people give you too much respect in that regard. They're like, oh, there's no way he'll just do it another time and then beat it.
I just hate that it's really difficult to 6p the Mega Fist.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't so hard to 6p it, I wouldn't mind. But my only option is really to parry or hit you before it comes out.
Or if you could 6p it probably wouldn't be as unsafe as it is. Mainly,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be unsafe.
I mean, it is possible to 6p it, but you need to be almost frame perfect. Because it's such a tiny window where you can actually 6p it. Straight into the bust.
Straight into the buster.
The one thing that I found online with Potemkins, because when I fight Potemkins online, they're never used, so it's that much easier to predict. And if I see a Mega Fist coming, I just jump, dash in, and air grab before it comes out.
Yeah, I feel like I'm quite predictable, so it's not something what I expect you to say. They're much easier to predict than myself.
Well, the problem with you is that you know how I play.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like that's the edge I have over like online Potemkins, because they have no idea what I'm going to do, or they have like a rough idea what I can do, and they don't know what I'm going to do. Whereas you know exactly what I'm going to do, which is annoying because like you need to guess right 3 times and I'm dead.
Case in point with that final heavenly there, I knew Case of Chaos was going to jump. I knew he was going to think I was going to rock up and try and buster him because he was low enough health that he would die to buster, so he was going to jump. So I just rocked up and did the heavenly.
This is very similar to what I do in the corner, because it's like
Yeah.
it's like I try to like pressure you, and once you get your out, you're going to jump, which means I only need to jump, dash, and air grab you, which is annoying. But with Potemkin it's harder because you're probably going to Mega Fist out rather than just jump.
I feel that's one of the more predictable parts of my gameplay is like you knock me down in the corner or you get me in the corner and I'm just going to monkey brain back Mega Fist. So you just like jump and use Anson or jump and cannon or
Yeah,
so on and so forth.
anything that comes up quicker than that. So we're down to the bottom bridge match now, which
Yep.
means it's going to be Cykamancer against Senpuu, because you actually went through.
That game went so fast that we basically didn't have time to talk about it.
Yeah, that was nothing to say. Just fucking wiped the floor with Case of Chaos, unfortunately. I was really hoping he would go to the finals with me, because I feel I have a better chance against him than you, because I do play him fairly regularly, whereas you, I only play on Mondays.
On Mondays. Like, if Case of Chaos ends up watching this video and ends up getting this far, there's a little tip in that when I'm doing multi-Garudas, most of you are going to jump the second Garuda, but he never does.
Yeah.
So I know I can just belligerently Garuda him. So if you're listening, buddy, take that to heart.
Sometimes I try to parry the second one, but it never works. Or sometimes it does, depends on your timing, but yeah.
It depends on the timing, depends if I carried it or not, because that'll change the timing on the Garuda by 2 frames.
Ah yes, I love it when it's like 1/60th of a second that we're talking about, and it makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah man, that Kara window is only 2 frames. Summer Slash.
Well, that's going to be in the summer. But not now.
For it is the depths of winter.
Yay! And the bottom bitch match.
It's time for the battle to see who gets the spoon to eat their depression ice cream with.
Oh yeah, that was the theme. I
Yeah.
forgot that. It's like, who gets the spoon to eat ice cream with?
So in the matchup of Peanut Butter Cup versus Raspberry Ripple, there can be only one winner.
Wait, what? Was that the two?
That was the 2.
Okay. Nice.
I even said them in the correct order. Perfect. Let's find out who is the strongest scrub.
Nice. I'm used to being in this match. And now in the finals. This kind of shows how just putting a couple of hours into this game a week can make all the difference. Especially when you have execution problems. Which I still do. That's really annoying.
It really doesn't matter how much time I put into this game. It is a dice roll when I wake up in the morning if I'm going to play better or not. And that just doesn't seem to change.
Well, yet you're still fucking champion every other week, so you can shut the fuck up.
Just winning the dice roll on Mondays recently.
Well, recently, you mean like since the BGF conceived?
I think over the past 2 days, in terms of sets, I think I'm like 2 and 12. An online player or something, I've been getting smashed.
Yeah, but online play is different from this because you're playing people that you know.
Yeah. I have said in previous weeks that I only get so far because I know how y'all play.
Yeah. But considering if you're playing a scene, like the same names are going to show up in the scene, so you just need to know how they play. Looking at you, the gender baby, we're getting our revenge soon.
I hope they show up to either the Rushdown tournament or Edinburgh.
Okay.
I hope a rematch. After they eliminated me at Burn to Fight.
Oh no, we had a fight like a couple of weeks ago. We just ended up like getting matched up in the tower for some reason. It was funny. I just got the Discord message like straight away. And I was like, yeah, I was just gonna message you as well. But yeah, I got absolutely shafted. Like it was right after the patch, and Testament is like crazy good right now.
Yeah.
So I just got like, I couldn't even move. I just got 3 odds. I was like, okay, I need to learn this matchup now. Again. But yeah, back to the bottom of the match.
Nice, using the teleport to cross up so the meteors definitely connect.
That is like, that's something that I told him to do because he was not doing it in the beginning, and that is like one of the biggest mixes that you can do as Pouch. Especially if you time it really well so the opponent doesn't know if you know, which way to block.
Yeah, because it can be a mix in itself of they're going to go behind, right, so that you're facing like you're holding the wrong way for the meteors, but you could think that, and then the first just teleports in front of you, so you block as if they were behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not just that, but also the meteor hits like a couple of times. Nice.
Presses the 2D at the exact correct timing to kick out the scarecrow.
So the meteors hit, I think it's like 2 or 3 times. So if you can time your scarecrow thing in the middle of that couple of hits, or maybe like 2-3 hits, if you can time it so it happens as the hits are already happening, then you can get like a proper mix as the meteors are falling down.
Do you not get cross-up protection in that situation?
I don't think you do, because every single time I was blocking and I go across it, because Release Bogus has done it to me quite a few times, and every single time I just ate the meteor. Unless I was like, unless I had the presence of mind, I just switched my block like mid-meteor.
Well, that's fortunate for Senpuu there. We talked much earlier in the show about Faust low profile and a lot of things, but Leo's slash and Definite's heavy slash curve downwards at the end, so if at a certain range you're going to be able to hit the Faust even though he's crouching, just because your move curves down.
Yeah, the heavy slash is notoriously bad for that. Well, or good, depending on how you look at it.
You're just not put close enough to the throw, punishes the VP.
Yeah, so now that Mix comes out quicker, that means it's easier to parry, but ever since I've been playing against Cykamancer, which is not that much because we usually end up on the other side of the bracket, but I did not manage to parry any of the Mix so far.
Is Mix still unsafe on block? It changes?
I'm actually not that sure. Because it's never just Mix, there's usually some Faust bullshit going on in the background, like a mini Faust waiting for me on the other side or something. I can never tell if it's like safe or not.
That was the truest mix. Senpuu hits one scarecrow, turns around and hits the other scarecrow, bounces in neither of them and comes in from above.
So the one thing about that is that every time if Faust is in one of the scarecrows, you see the eye.
Yeah.
So as soon as the scarecrows come down, you just need to do like a quick scan whether you see the glowing eye. And if you don't, you just block high if it's coming from above. Or DPS.
Oh, the full meter there. You just close the distance, pick up a combo, and then snatch Senpuu with the grab when he's not expecting it. Oh, first is here. Look at that. Dr. Baldhead no more. Wins with the afro.
It's so funny when he hits someone, like he doesn't regular grab with the throw because the throw doesn't change in size, but his head is like super big, so it just looks weird.
Watch the back of the corner. You stay there, sir.
Oh, gets pushed into the throw.
Santa Sevens. Let's go. Oh.
That low profile is so nice.
Oh, it's pressing a button. Another part of the mix, he does teleport behind, but just goes for a command grab.
I like how that meteor is purely for style. Just so when he does the command grab, it looks fucking cool.
An apocalyptic haircut. Double full slash from Senpuu, that's pretty nice. Catch this man by the kneecaps. Oh, burst just at the right time to deny the super. No, my perfect.
Just bomb after bomb.
I think he decided to hit it back, but like too late. So he ended up just eating the bomb in the face. Cykamancer running a comeback this round.
Oh, that is... Some of these timings are just so great.
Yo!
Nice.
Nice tech, brother.
I'm gonna jump up and block that shit.
Kill yourself with your own bomb.
I mean, when you're playing against the Faust, like, the biggest satisfaction you can get is to watch Faust kill himself.
This is true.
So you're just like, all that random bullshit that happens, you just want to turn it against him.
So if you're not letting this one go without a fight, you stay in that corner. That aggressively good 2k. Helping Cykamancer get out, but not enough. Worst. Get away.
Block, block, block.
It's a little upsetting that for how crazy good Faust range is, he has such good up close buttons, but the trade-off is that Faust damage really isn't that good.
I mean, yeah, it really needs to set up some, like, all the items and stuff. Well, that's the price you pay for an RNG character, I guess.
Everything tied to the punch button and then the 2k are all excellent moves. They're all very fast and cover a lot of space.
And then he can just poke you from full screen and pull you in for like a baseball hit. Or, what, is it gold? Yeah, I think it's gold.
But
Yeah, is it the dust is the baseball? One of them is the baseball.
Simply going for a journey, taking Cykamancer all the way across the screen. Nice 2k. Items making a nice little combo there. Gets the hit, the hammer extends, and then the bag catches Senpuu. That really surprised me on the Monday. Like, I'm shocked that Senpuu had the time to block the wake up super.
Well, when that actually happened, I wasn't quite sure what went down because I couldn't catch the frames of him doing the FD and then the YRC. So I just thought it was just a plain YRC and it worked. And I was like, how, what? But no.
Like he He rocks up, does close slash. Cykamancer wakes up with the super, so he iframes to the close slash, and then Senpuu just has enough time to recover and block.
Right.
Like, I don't know if that's maybe something to do with like wheelchair super having like a longer startup or something like that. Or it needs to be a more committed move if you want to catch him with wake up super.
This is what happens when a new character gets added to the BGF, because then we need to figure out the specific niche shit that a character has. And especially with Faust, because there's so many variants going at, like, there's just so much. Probably the most complex character in the game in terms of like amount of stuff that can happen, purely based on the item concept.
The bomb off screen catches Senpuu. I think we got to all work on blocking bursts, to be honest, because burst during rollback works a lot, but burst in Celestial is basically killing yourself. It's almost worthless, it
Well, it depends. Because if you wait for a combo to get a point that cannot be jump cancelled, then it's pretty safe to use.
Like, you can't use it against an aerial move that connects because the starter point is so long that it can land and block it. You can't do it after close slash, you can't do it after 5k, you can't do it after a move that has low recovery. And if you do it, your opponent has 17 frames to press roaming cancel and block it.
Okay.
Like,
Well, that requires them to have meter.
like basically, burst has become a worthless tool for me to play online because it always gets blocked, no matter what situation, no matter what weird time I choose to burst.
Well,
It
in that
never
case,
works.
just do fucking gold burst.
I probably should, to be honest. I'd probably get more mileage out of that.
Yeah, because then you can just wire Sailor Sports.
Yeah, because it takes it into most of the time a 50-50. Senpuu using tech again to be able to finish up his own bomb.
Oh my god, so close. And
Ooh.
just a few. Cykamancer gets the boot and the spoon. There.
Once again, we have reached the stage where every active member of the BGF has now held the spoon at least once.
Yeah, but not the title. Because Cykamancer is still yet to get the gold.
Man came real close a couple of weeks ago.
That's true. I mean, he has the potential, but if we keep practicing, we can probably keep him down. But let's see how far we can get with that. So, yeah, there's nothing left but us.
Me and you.
Oh, yeah.
It's like being back in year one. No new combatants. Just the core four. It's me and you in the final.
And it's, well, at least it's not Angie anymore.
No, it is not.
I mean, funny thing is that, well, I don't know if I should, yeah, okay, so this Saturday coming up, so there's it's the Sunday, the 28th of January is the 1 year anniversary of biking,
Yes.
which is like, it's so weird. It feels like it's like it simultaneously feels more and less at the same time.
Like biking's been out forever.
Yeah, it's like I've been playing biking ever since I can remember, and then I think about like how I put about 500 hours into Angie before that, and I'm like, that's a long time.
It is a long time. I think that rollback's not included. That might be more time than I have in Potemkin still.
Nice.
Aggressive grinder, Weirdling San.
Well, I was more like just playing, well, mostly against Jailer, because that was like my main content when it came to Guilty Gear before I met you guys. So I was doing the tower when he was not around, but when he was around, we were just playing each other. So we easily have more than 10,000 games between us,
Goddamn.
which is like a lot.
I think, excluding rollback, I'm at 1,500 games total between console and PC.
Nice.
Like,
And
I
they
don't
still
have-
beat us.
I don't have the 1,000 games badge yet on either account. Although I would if I hadn't split between two accounts.
Right.
They're still not fixed rating update.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like Gecko Squirrel actually put out a video about rating update and how it was a useful tool. Because he was like, yeah, the site's been down for over a month, so it's safe to say that it's either not getting fixed or not getting fixed anytime soon. And he was just like explaining how it was it was a good tool, but it was also kind of toxic because
Yeah.
people would just like get their ratings and like get their mind on their ratings. And I've been there, so I know what it's like. It's just like you put your entire, because if you lose to someone who's like much lower ranked than you, then you lose so much MMR that it's really difficult to build it back up.
Yep.
So it's just like, yeah, like I've been in Celestial and my MMR was like 1300 or something, and like when I'm only on like floor 9 and 10, it's like in the 1500s. So it's like it's 200 difference, because in Celestial I'm constantly losing, and that's kind of what you want. You want to fight the best of the best you can find. So
Like, I tried not to pay too much attention to the number. When I went back to playing on the PC version of the game, I won several sets in a row, and then I lost one, and my MMR dropped by 200 points because I lost that one match. It was like pretty demoralising.
yeah, I know.
I just wanted to see it say like top 50 Potemkin,
Yeah,
and I was getting close to it saying that, and then the site died.
yeah. This is why tournaments are so good, because you know where you stand, at least locally.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm still shooting for the, well, right now, as far as I know, in Strive, I am the top bike in Scotland.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
As far as I can, well, yeah, in terms of like, because I think, yeah, we've not been to the Dundee scene, but I would assume that whoever's in the Dundee scene, like Bernodals or something, like those guys would participate in the Scotland-wide events, like, you know, like the SEL, something that is like proper Scotland, maybe like Edinburgh, Rochdale Edinburgh leagues, or something that is actually happening, like in one of the big cities, either Glasgow or Edinburgh. And we've been to both, and we have also been to Aberdeen. And either nobody's playing Biken, or whoever is playing Biken, I managed to defeat so far, so it's fine. I can declare myself the top Scotland Biken in Strive, at least, because in Exard I know people who are better than me. So
I definitely can't say the same for Putt, because though I've not fought him, Patriarch Panda is significantly better than me.
and he's also taking part in Edinburgh. So
no, this is good.
no,
This is good. I want it. Give it to me.
We need to fight Patriarch Panda. If I get a game on Patriarch Panda, that would be good enough for me, because I struggle with you. So if I get someone who you claim to be better than you, then yeah. So yeah, let's get into the finals.
Yeah. Coming up right now, the finals between us.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
This is it. The classic matchup. I sure hope we picked Rokumon as the music.
Ah yes. It just feels like against you specifically, we all have a theme,
Yeah.
because you have been champion so many times that it kind of like settled in. So Rockman is clearly the music that has to be played here.
Yeah, so we went silent, but there is no ring intro. So everyone's being introduced.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, what do we do now? Just pray that it's not contact.
I like how the room always reacts to contact, be it contact or no contact.
Yeah, it's either oh gay or it's like yay.
No contact, commencing mission.
It's
Lame.
It's either gay or yay. So I was just like, if I'm going to overwhelm you, there's a possibility that I'm not gonna get fucked. But at the same time, I was just like, if I'm being too aggressive, I'm going to eat the Buster, or I'm going to eat the Heat Apple. So I kind of wanted to like mix between making you come in, but then I started like fearing the Hammerfall and the armor, so I was just like, I'm not quite sure what to do. Yeah, I was just waiting for some mistake that I can punish, but
I keep trying in this matchup to go for the Hammerfall Heavenly Buster and just getting Hammerfall break.
I was stuck.
I should just let that Hammerfall rock. That was going to be like PRC Buster, but
Yeah.
the attack had already started up.
I really try to utilize the cannon to get out of your 6B or like any sort of attempt to catch my elbow shit. But if I'm too close when I do it, you can still 6B it, so there's not much I can do. Also I think they changed heat knuckle so it sucks you in.
Yeah.
So if I hit the cannon, so I can create some distance. If you catch the end of my hitbox, you just pull me in.
Oh, it worked like that anyway. It's unblocked that you get sucked in there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's just kind of disjointed. So as long as there's some kind of heart box there, it will snatch you. No carrot.
Yeah, I really need to. The one thing that I need to focus on, and that's something I'm going to have to like do in real matches, is that every time I know that I'm going for a Zansen, I need to hold down for just a bit, straight into the buster. Because if I do that, I'm not getting the super jump, which means I can do the ladder combo, which is way better than any other pull-off for the Zansen cancel. Yeah, I did that too early, so I'm gonna eat it. Oh no, it's Clash!
Flashes! Normally you just get dunked in the head by the Mega Fist, but that time it flashed.
Yeah, I mean I would have preferred if it was just a plain hit for me.
Gets with the gun out of the Mega Fist.
Oh yeah, I forgot I actually won the first game on this one.
Yeah, it's looking good for you.
I wasn't sure who won the first game. But looks like my mix is working so far.
But he should be in this week.
Well, I'm kind of like hesitant to throw out the tether, because with the Temkin you can literally just like do 2P, and I'm jailed. Yeah. And that's one thing that online Potemkins know. So every time I throw out the tether, if I cannot keep my turn, I'm just gonna get 2P'd until it breaks.
Depending where we are in the year, I know a tether combo or I don't. I currently don't remember the tether combo I left, unfortunately.
That's fine, you don't really need it.
Because obviously you can just 2P many times, but the damage is like whatever. But
oh, it's useful when you actually push me in the corner with that, because then you get a wall break as well.
that's true. Just patiently wait for the air dash in.
Stopping the heavenly with a tatami is like it's a big fuck you.
I remember when I activated that super, I was like, that was fucking stupid, and then the mat hit me in the head immediately afterwards.
It's like, no, you stay down.
Rex is not on point, let you get away with it with parry.
Every time that happens, I'm counting my blessings.
I pressed the idiot button.
Nice.
I've got a bad habit of pressing 2S in neutral, but it's not a good button to press, it's too slow.
Press the idiot. Nice.
It's the polite way of putting it. Reacting to the KRC with super good shit.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna burst this, aren't you? And then I was kind of hoping that you wouldn't, because you want to keep it to the next round or something. And I'm stupid.
Once again, just play patiently. If I don't go forward into this match storm, I'm not a big dick enough G to hammer fall forward and flick one of these mats, so I just gotta wait.
Does it actually work?
Yeah.
I've never seen it being flicked.
You can flick the tatami, it can't just projectile.
Cool.
Like I said, small dick G. Still haven't quite figured out the timing on that tech yet, but catching the back dash really works just fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to backdash against you because I prefer jump and like punish, but yeah, if I want to make sure that it's neither buster, neither heat knuckle, That's the only option I have. Well, if you Garuda, that is going to catch me, so it is a rock, paper, scissors.
Jump and then punish is why. There we go. Finally get the Heavenly Hammer call right to work out. Jump and then punish is why the West thinks Potemkin is garbage, but the Japanese think Potemkin is good because they don't do jump and then punish in Japan.
I see.
The Japanese counterplay to Potemkin is to jump back and go back to neutral. It's supposed to just punish them.
Do they not watch like Western creators like doing that shit? I thought like in Japan they used to like share tech like proper, whereas in the West people like kept stuff for themselves. Well, this is the olden days of the arcade, and it works against you as well. There we go. This never fails. Condition and dust.
It's like a couple of weeks prior, fighting us 410 sols. Round start backdash into 5D was working every single time. I think, well, based on the discourse I've seen on Twitter surrounding Evil Japan, I don't think the Japanese think much of the Western players.
Okay.
So, probably not. Doesn't get into the wall. That wall didn't connect a single time despite being right there.
I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, I that was panic. I was like, oh no, I'm going to die. So I do the super just to make sure that I actually do.
I want to confirm that I'm dead.
Yes. I want to know as soon as my super comes out that I'm unalive.
Hear my last words. Tenchi Jin.
The amount of just like full screen footsies that we do is ridiculous. It's always me trying not to be too close, but I'm also trying to be close enough to hit you, but you do the same and your ranges are longer than mine, so it's just a fucking... it's a clusterfuck.
I need to like consciously not slide. It's the wall, brother, but it's blocked, sadly.
And then I do it to time just to make sure that it gets eaten. Yeah, I was meant to jump there, but I just didn't. So,
yeah, I was meant to evade, bro, I just chose not to.
yeah, I was just like blocking there, I'm like, oh, I should jump. And by the time that thought just like went to my head to actually do the motion, I was already busted.
I got lucky with the process there. What actually turned around to do it.
Oh!
That was meant to be character.
So not only it was a mistake, but I also buried it on someone upon me. I just dashed into the wall like, you know what, I'm gonna headbutt this shit.
And the trade to close out the game.
Too many mishaps. But at least I made it to the final, so that's something. I just need to put some more time into the actual execution, because some of the stuff that I do could have been better if I was more on point with my execution.
Got to the finals, didn't get washed. Good rollback overall for you.
Yeah, it was the best rollback I had in a while. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, it's different. Like, at least it's not the same you against Maku in the finals. But here we go.
It's down in the bin.
But yeah, Cykamancer was put on top of the barrel as a scarecrow.
As a scarecrow, nice.
I thought it was a nice touch. It works. So yeah, that is.
It looks like a circus trick when you're pinging me up with the Tammy and I'm launching into the air.
Oh yeah, it does.
Thanks, bro.
No worries. So yeah, that kind of concludes the week 10 of year 2 of Monday Night Rollback. And I mean, I did enjoy it. It just so happens that the two finalists are doing the commentary in this, which is good. It feels like it's like, oh yeah, we got there, man. Yeah,
man.
So
That was a fun rollback. Even if I get slapped, ultimately it's a good time. There's a lot of laughs to be had.
yeah, a lot of memes. A lot of
Games.
women.
No, women!
No women. It's not like we exclude women. It's just
We just
women
don't know
tend to-
any that play Guilty Gear in the
Yeah.
local area.
It's just like also it's just not like a common interest for women to play fighting games. So I guess the manga has lied to us. Because I did read the young ladies don't play fighting games, which is true, and then it's all about young ladies playing fighting games, which is odd, and it's actually really good because it goes into like proper tech, which is surprising because you wouldn't expect a manga to go into technical terms and stuff. Is great.
Like, this is one thing I've noticed just from attending tournaments, being on Twitter and whatnot. It's like the fighting game that women like to play generally is Tekken.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of like female competitors in the Tekken space, but less so in the other fighting games.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like all the memes and like general like clips that I've seen of Tekken players that, or like in fighting games in general, the ones that involve like women streamers, they tend to be playing Tekken. So yeah.
Yeah.
But such is the nature of this genre, so I'm okay with that. But yeah.
With that concludes this week's Monday Night Rollback. If this video is uploaded and you somehow manage to see it before Sunday lunchtime, get your ass down to Battle Lounge 5 in Kirkcaldy. This week is the Decide the Destiny tournament, the big wheel that we spin to pick a random game to play a tournament to. This week is Uniclear. It's Undernight Ember something final mix over 2 days. I don't know, it's got the most Japanese ass title.
It's a good game, but I just don't feel the drive to put enough time in it to be like actually good.
I mean, it's got bad netcode, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, but it's still like we could play it locally. Like it's not a problem. We have a crew that can just sit down and play it. But yeah, it's one of those games that I do enjoy. But I did play some. And I'm going to play some as well, just to go to the tournament and like know what I'm doing. But once that's done, I'm probably just going to leave it. It's kind of like Persona. Like, Persona is a good game, but
Like
I don't feel the drive to play it online or just be competitive about it.
if there was tournaments for it in the local area, I would go to them, because of all the fighting games that we've touched recently that aren't Strive, it's the one I've felt like it feels the best to just press buttons in.
Oh yeah, because you got the guy with the massive
Massive buttons.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like you would probably like Cerebella and Skullgirls.
Played a little bit of Skullgirls the other year, and I was playing Cerebella.
Yeah. So
Time to do the thing, I guess.
yeah.
Alright, you know the rules, you've been here before. If you're at this point in the video, you've definitely watched one of these videos before. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at BGF_FGC. Get your ass to locals, support your local scene. Come down to BLF if you're in the area this Sunday. We'll be there, we're always there.
Almost all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I don't get the day off, but recently I've been pretty good with that.
Come and meet Case of Chaos, give him a hug. We know y'all love him.
Yes, stupid marketable John. And yeah, I almost went the full like Rufelmonger way of like, oh yeah, go out and play some Guilty Gear, which is like you don't go out to play Guilty Gear, you stay in and play Guilty Gear. But that's why
Hide at your desktop like a gremlin and play some goddamn Guilty Gear.
yeah.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week,
Good night.
and good watching.